Good evening. You guys are going to have another reading for today because I channeled in some evening vibes. What is that evening? What is that evening? What is that even? It actually is very matching to something that's happening today. And I think we should talk about that first. No, first we're actually putting a candle on. There's not much left. But I will do 111. Perfect timing. Everything is perfect timing. I feel like I have something stuck in my shoulder. I know the bag is connected with emotion, so maybe that really is something. But I know a lot of you guys are going to resonate with whatever is going on. I actually had the wildest aha moment with my friend today. But then I went on a walk with the neighbor and now I can't remember anything. But there's one thing that's mentioned that I wrote down because it's something that's connected with the age of Aquarius, and it might actually be linked together with what's happening right now. But my friend is obviously an Aquarius, and we spoke about this energy of manifesting and believing and trusting in our manifestations. 222. I know that is her number, so there you go. And then, yeah, she mentioned this like the Aquarius mind, hence the age of Aquarius. So it's something that's affecting all of us at the moment. Manifesting our dreams and seeing the signs and or just receiving information, something we can use for ourselves. But then having this like energy of like, but is it real? That is the Aquarius mind. Like you get confirmations, you feel all the feelings, but then there is this like, but is it real? I need to touch it before that it's real. It was so funny. I love her so much. We have the biggest aha moments, and today was one of the biggest. It was up there. So with that, what I also mentioned to her is this energy, like when we manifest, we know that we have to think it before that we can touch it before we can hold it, right? So with our ego a lot of the times wants to, like, again, if I can feel it and sense it and touch it, then I know it's real. But with our higher self, we need to learn to trust with the age of Aquarius that, yeah, like Aquarius is I know, right? So I know that this is like who I am. I know this is where I'm supposed to be, what I'm manifesting. Yeah. So I feel that is the energy that I think that we all are learning. But with everything that's going on, we'll channel through messages. I'm going to speak with you guys about something that's happening. And this is affecting all of us. So on Friday, today, at least when I record this and post this, the moon opposes, is that how you say that? Opposes Chiron in Aries. It's connected with healing, especially from childhood. But it says here, you might feel extra sensitive and emotional. Old wounds could resurface, offer us a chance to heal. This time can bring valuable insights into your past pains and how they shape your feelings today. It is essential to practice self-care, like journaling, meditating, and talk to someone you trust, which, again, my friend. Well, you guys know her by now, it's Ellie. It's Ellie! So, if this is how you feel, talk with someone today, or just, throughout the next week. Yeah. Talk it out. It's the best thing, is just to talk about, like, our emotions, our feelings, how we're handling things, how we want to handle things. Because when we keep it inside, the wound festers. Is that the word? It like becomes nasty and infected, and yeah, it doesn't heal. You need to talk about things to heal it, right? And that can be very painful. This period encourages emotional growth, helping you understand and integrate past hurts for a healthier emotional future. Right? I wanted to see if I could get it higher. higher, higher, higher. I think a lot of you guys are realizing things from the past, like old circles, old hurt, old pain. It can be injuries. It can actually be like pain in the body, sickness or illness in the body. But realizing that it's connected with something from the past. But the message that I got through from Spirit is that some of you guys, and obviously if you watch this reading, there is a chance that this will resonate with you. But what I wrote down was being at an emotional crossroad in life. And it is because that you are in the process of letting go of emotional hurt, emotional memories, emotional baggage, old attachments. And here I heard leftovers. So a lot of you guys who have already done the digging, you have already done a lot of healing, a lot of like, there's a lot of realizations, there's a lot of like, you guys have already left toxic relationships or left toxic environments. Could be something with work, there could be something with again, something like you changed up something when it comes to your habits, if it's health, if it's maybe addictions, whatever it is, you have already done it, but now there is leftovers. There's still leftovers, right? Which makes sense why the message here is being at an emotional crossroad. Being at a crossroad actually means that you have already taken the steps necessary, but now you are just at a standstill where, okay, I can feel like I'm ready and I'm being drawn to something new. So, no, I just got very light. Realizing what it is. What was that? Realizing what it is that doesn't serve you anymore, or maybe speaking something out that you wanted to say to someone, or you know what I mean? It could, just about to say, it could be nice words, it could be not so nice words, it could just be standing up for yourself, right? I actually had that with a friend. She sent me a voice memo that someone at her workplace told her that, oh, there was a rumor of her that she was going to get some kind of surgery done. She is going to get surgery done, but not the surgery that the rumor was about. And, you know, I could hear on her that it did, you know, it's like, yeah, this is ha ha ha, you know, it's fun, like, pff. But I could hear on her that it actually took, you know, it was like, yeah, it did something. So I was like, first of all, it's none of those people's business if you get a surgery or what you're getting done. It's not even their place to talk about you like that. So I was like, I stood up for her. I was like, no. This is like tiny gossip girls. It's just like, you know, it's petty gossip. But what I also want to say, because a lot of you guys might actually experience that, like people from the past coming back. Remember the person I talked about, the guy who reached out from LA that I hadn't talked with for 7 years. The guy who found out that his father was famous. He contacted me because back then there was a situation where he was not the nicest guy and he lied and involved someone else. Well, I guess you could say that it's a third party situation in a way. But when he reached out, he said that he was at a point in his life where he was ready to clean out things, come clean with things. So he, you know, he had come clean with another friend of ours about something, and now it was my turn to get the apology. And it was very, very healing to be able to, also because I actually also apologized, because that the last time I saw him, I slapped him in the face because he grabbed my ass. Like nothing was happening. It's like, how dare you? Come to me like that. Come to me like this. I remember I was there with another guy who was like, whoa, what's happening here? But the other guy also knew him. But it was, you know, I apologized for the public slap. There was a reason for the slap, but I apologized for that. And we laughed about it. But it was very healing because he is at a point, he has had a very chaotic LA life. Very chaotic life. But he has found the perfect girl that matches his energy. She's so lovely. And he's a stepdad to the girl's daughter. And we talked about that. And I spoke with my friend about this. And she was like, that's ego death. And I was like, yeah. And she also mentioned that he found like the sweetest girl that matches his energy, healed him in a way where he could see his faults. Does that make sense? I could, you know, apologize for the way that he lived back then or whatever. That it was very, very, again, the death of ego. So pay attention. You might have someone reaching out who's like, I'm sorry for how I treated you. I'm sorry for how things ended. And then, you know, building on that, building on a friendship. And it was also so funny because his new girlfriend wants to meet me. Because he's been speaking about me. And it's like, you guys are going to love each other. So new bonds are being built. It's funny how the world moves, right? Because I have no interest in this person anymore. I was another person back then. But, you know, to come to the point where you're realizing stuff like that is amazing. So pay attention to that. But also with this, because I could feel in myself that after, I don't know if it's because it is 7 years ago. Well, I guess it is because that I have also done an ego death, right? So it actually makes sense. 2 ego death people comes together and actually you can see like, yeah. Yeah, we were silly. Very silly. Very silly. Come clean with things, apologize, and be like, we're grown up people now. So I feel for a lot of you guys, ego death is something that's happening. If it's you realizing, I mean, again, it's 2 people, right? Realizing it. If you're on the same energy, the same vibration, it's ego death, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, pay attention to people who apologize. Oh, with that, I want to say, yeah, be open for hearing people out. Some of you guys might be like, oh, you're just going to come into my life and talk the same shit. Hear people out. But again, also something that came through here, listen to your inner voice. Like, how do you feel about this, right? Yeah. So this energy of, that could be emotional baggage, right? It can be a part of letting go of emotional baggage. Yeah. So you're stepping into emotional balance. You are trusting your intuition, the soft-spoken voice. Ego is the loud voice. The voice that's like very fast, speaking very loudly. Like you don't even have time to breathe. It's just like, no, this is night. At night. This is like, it is like, can't trust this person. Whatever. My manifestations are not working. I'm going to die single forever. I'm going to die single forever. What is that? What way is that of speaking? Again, your higher self would never tell you that. Just saying, no, boo. Your higher self would not say that. Another thing that came through here is that you are very emotional intelligent. You know things before they happen. You feel things before they happen. So pay attention to your up and down emotions throughout the day because they're actually guiding you. And also your emotions will guide you at the moment. It makes sense with Aries being in Chiron. I mean, Aries is I am, right? Aries is I heal. I am healing. And also the outside reading we did was about healing, right? So yeah, emotional, transition, and healing. I didn't know if I wanted to take some cards, but I am just going to take one here. And then let it be it. Let it be that. And get this out for you. There is something brewing at the moment where there is a lot of healing happening. It means that we need to trust. There you go. That's what we got when we were outside. And miracles. Believe in miracles. Trust. Yeah. Trust that even if you feel like you are a wildflower, not a rose, you are very important. The wildflowers are actually very important. And the thing in Denmark, they started planting wildflowers so that the insects survive, right? Because the insects are dying. That's not good for our system, or for our system, for our world. We need that, okay? So they planted wildflowers. So that's how important wildflowers are, my love. You're healing other people. You are a wildflower. I will ask my friend at some point if I can share her song. She needs to be seen with it at some point. The song needs to come out at some point. I love how, and one of my customers told me that she's very spiritual. She said, Sandra, oh, that's actually funny with this. One of your biggest mission in life is to push people into their miracles, to push people into seeing their purpose, to not hide. Like, you bring people out. You encourage people to go after their dreams. And that's something, that's something I love to do for you guys. That's something I love to point out with my readings, to push you guys and speak encouragement out. Even if I don't know who you are watching, right? You could have gone through something very bad today. You could have gone through something very amazing. But no matter who you are, no matter what your past is, and I always read you guys' comment. You guys have gone through different past experiences, and you're still here. And the fact that you are watching my readings means that you already know that you are a starseed, that you are a light worker, that you are supposed to activate something big in your life. You came a long way. You're still here. So don't give up. With that, what is the energy or the message? When you speak to the universe speaks back. New beginnings. I heard emotional intelligence, taking risks. Can this be any more loud? I hear, I don't know why I want to say wild ducks flying. We have to see what that is. Well, bird. Bird! Like me, the card. I was so confused when I got that card. It's like, why, universe? Why do you keep giving me that bird card? Well, now I know. Okay. Ducks can represent family, community, being grounded, abundance. It's the symbol of the importance of togetherness and one spiritual journey. That's just what we spoke about. Prosperity, abundance, and good luck. That is what's coming your way. You're taking steps. And what was one of the things we spoke about in the outside reading? Taking risks. So there is a new beginning. And I'm pretty sure that Spirit, like after you guys watched the outside reading, there might have been some of you guys who was like questioning, like the Aquarius mind. Being like, is this real? Can I trust this? I need to touch it before I trusted it. And the universe is like, okay, Sandra, it's time to make one more reading. Talk about the leftovers that people need to leave so that they can go on this new journey. I don't think that you realize how close you actually are when it comes to this new journey. So you guys are still being like, I see nothing. Do you have an Aquarius mind too? So you guys have Aquarius somewhere. I have the Aquarius. I have the Aquarius. I have Aquarius in my 7th house. So I know how it is to question things, and like, I need to touch it. If I don't see it in front of me, I don't know if I can believe it. It's everything. We have a tendency to really take things very deeply into our mind. Be a little bit too stuck in there. And retreat into our deep emotions. Well, our mind. Our mind. Just in general, as air signs, right? You have air somewhere, let me tell you then. Anyway, welcome to another long reading, and I'm not complaining because I know you guys like it. I actually got told to shuffle this, and let's see what comes out. Maybe it's too full. What do you want to give us? Ego death. Celebration. Looking closer at what it is you're holding on to. October. November. December. These next 4 months are going to be very transformative. You're letting go of emotions, burdens that are not really there. But it's something you have carried with you for a long time. Could even be something that boils down to your parents, right? Yeah. It's time. It's time to let go. Wow, look at that. It's time to let go, people. You cannot have, you cannot have this with you. What is it that you can't have with you? The emotional baggage, the stones that you put into your backpack. I mean, some of you guys, you might realize, and I want you guys to realize that now, without me pointing it out, because you need to realize this by yourself. If you are not being straight, like if you're not sitting straight, walking straight, you have too many stones, heavy stones in your backpack. I wonder how many of you guys actually realize that you're like hunched over. It's like chest out, back straight, ass out. Anyway, something I realized, I'm still here talking because I was looking at a video that I made. Like, I think it's and I only saw it because one of you guys saw it. So it was on my page where you can see like the videos that's like most watched at the moment. And it's the video that I posted 5 months ago, where it was after Moon died. So it was when I took a break and I came back. It's something about a back or something. And I had this like moment where when I looked at the video where I was like seeing the transformation that I have been going through with the weight loss. That was like, it was a little bit of a shocking realization actually. But in a good way, I was like, wow. It made me realize like, damn, I did that. So for people out there, if you're battling with weight, because again, I've been battling with that for a long time. Never say, because this is something that actually happened today. I was taking a walk with Heidi, with my neighbor, and she talked about this, like she had bought some clothes and she couldn't fit into it, so she wanted to just send it back. And the boyfriend was like, why don't you just keep it till you lose weight? And she was like, that's never going to happen. And I was like, hold on, never say that. And she was like, but it's true, that's never going to happen, Sandra. And I was like, oh my god, girl, what the hell, where's your mind? I really got angry at her. And I was like, well, if I can do it, you can do it. And it's like, well, it's something different with you. I was like, no, it's not something different with me. I don't know what changed, there's a lot of things when things are changing in our life. I don't know how I got to the point. I think the point was not to focus on like, now I need to lose weight and I need to lose this weight and that weight, because that never works. The recording stopped. For me, it was just simply, and I know it sounds strange, but it was me changing up my life. It's not about losing weight. It's about changing habits, right? With changing habits, and it's not only eating clean. You can have your cheat days. Don't be like, I'm gonna eat soup for 14 days, 30 days, and I'm gonna lose weight. No, don't do that. It's also with like with sleep, with your habits, your routines, work. It's everything. I think that was the catalyst for me, that I realized that it's not about me losing weight. It's about me, well, first of all, actually allowing myself to be happy and to be seen, not hiding, because that is why we put weight on. We hide from the world. It can be something with shame. It can be many things. You have to dig deep, people. Emotional trauma could be something I think together with this. Emotional trauma is weight. The moment you let go of emotional trauma, and it's the moment you let go of the weight too. But again, it's different factors. Wow, we went on a tantrum, didn't we? And I'm not saying that it's easy, because it obviously takes a lot of work, because again, it's emotional, it's mental, it's physical, right? It's everything. You need to be willing to actually make a plan for yourself, and also give yourself time. Don't be like, in 4 months I'm going to lose this and that. No, just don't focus on that. Blibbly blabbly. I know you guys love this. I know you love it. But it's the same with everything in life. Whatever it is you want to manifest doesn't have to be something to do with weight. It's a life change, okay? You're changing your life at the moment. If it's something you want to do, if you want to be free to do whatever you want, make money in a different way, have a new job, you have to look closer at your habits too. Ego death. Like my friend from LA, right? The moment his ego died, he found his dad, he found the girl of his dreams, he became a stepdad, he toured with the bands, with bands. It's, you know, if that is the life you want to live. But you guys know what I mean. The moment you let go of ego, as I say, wow. The moment you let go of ego, that is the moment your dreams come true. Wow. I hope that you guys got to the end of this. For me to realize ego death means manifestation of your dreams. That also means love. What are you willing to let go for love? For the right person? What are you willing to let go of for the right person? For love. That might be something for someone. Especially if you're single. You still have to ask yourself the question, right? Is ego in the way when it comes to love? Huh? Do you trust in love? Do you trust, and I'm gonna ask this, do you trust in men? Do you trust in women? If you ask someone who's like been hurt by a man, and I say, do you trust in men? It might trigger you. So you might be like, why does it trigger me? Who is it that I'm thinking about that hurt me? Or again, the other way around, if you're dealing with a girl. A woman. Oh. A girl, a woman. Do you trust? First of all, do you trust yourself? Right? Well, I'm done. I'm done. Welcome to another rambling. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Bye.